What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Who Got Game.
Jesse Rosaye.
Ay, don't waste my time. Get to the point. It's my joint. Gotta go hard. Play this far, go put up points. The problems we face. They start.
Alright,
So-
so man, what's up?
I got a question for you. How do you feel about double standards in a relationship? Like, do you feel like there are certain things that you should be able to get away with that your woman doesn't get away with, and vice versa?
There is no vice versa, bro. Because there's never gonna be no other way around, and I wouldn't even call it double standard. I feel like, bro, okay. I don't know. I'm more so, nigga, at the point in my life where, you feel me, I've been through all the situations I've been through, nigga, and I'm more so my way or the highway now. So
Why?
huh?
Why?
Same thing you was talking about, just being with different women and experiencing things. Like, everybody get compared to the ex, bro. Do you think how many girls you think gonna compare to that, right? In modern, there's girls like that, but the modern woman.
What makes you feel like you special enough to tell a woman it's my way or the highway? What do you
because
what do you bring to the table that another man cannot?
There's always somebody that could, you feel me? I already know that. There's always gonna be somebody that can one up me, but I know that the experience I could provide for her, just as a relationship, bro, just the lay back, and all I want is a feminine woman, bro. That, you feel me? That's going be in fit, be in shape, and follow my leadership. Because my leadership is not bad.
Okay.
My leadership, you feel me? I got a plan. I got a goal. I could take care of a family. I could raise a family. I could take care of a family. I could protect her. I could protect the kids. You feel me? Just all types of shit. Like,
So she don't have to work.
and you know, huh?
So she don't have to work.
I don't believe in 50-50 shit. She do not have to work, but she is going to have to work from what I'm leading, all my grinds and my hustles. If she's not going to work, she's going to have to be the muscle to my business, of my hustles, or what I'm running and shit. You know what I mean? So she's going to contribute to my hustle, therefore making shit easier on me, is helping the hustle, the money coming in.
Okay.
She's helping me get money.
So you saying it's,
So she don't have to work, but she's putting in on her end. That's what she's putting on the table. Is we feeding the whole family.
So you want a motherfucker you can
So
control.
look,
You want a
no,
man
I
that
don't
you
want a
can control.
motherfucker. No, all women need to follow their man leadership. That's what I'm saying.
What
Like,
if
be submissive? If you're
So
not
you-
submissive
so-
to your man's plan, what's the point of being with him?
So are you of the belief that no woman is a better leader than her man? What if your
Fuck
woman
no.
is a better leader than you?
I wouldn't be with her.
Why?
The relationship is not going to work.
Why?
A woman don't want to lead her man.
What does she do?
She's not the woman for me. If a woman leads her man, that means she got masculine traits.
Okay, and what does that mean to you?
I'm not attracted to masculine women.
Fair enough. So you're saying that if a woman is a better leader than you are.
I'm saying if a
it-
woman
it's
is a better leader than me, the relationship isn't going to work, because a woman do not want to lead her man. Even if that was possible, she's going to lose attraction for me because she's my leader. I'm not her man.
I don't think that's the case in all cases.
You don't think that's the case?
No, I think
let
that-
me hear from your point of view.
I think that
because-
some women are natural leaders. I've met a few.
Yeah,
I've met a few. I personally find it intimidating because I've never been in a position to where someone that I have to be dominant for is my leader. So I find it intimidating. I find that to not be for me. But some women are better coordinators and leaders than their men. You know, I grew up in a household where that was the case. She never left. You know what I'm saying? She coordinated everything for this man, and she was the better leader. Everything that they made happen.
But was she
made
happy
happen
with
to
the
her.
nigga though?
You know, that's I don't know, but
That's the
they
point.
still together. They still together. She ain't left.
And these are people that are already older, so they grew up in the early 1900s.
Man, listen, they
not
the the point is that in some cases you run into women who can offer you more than you offer them. That's a thing. You run into women who offer a lot, even if sometimes there are women who don't offer nothing financially, but they offer a lot of shit mentally. They offer a lot of shit emotionally that we as men reject because you're not used to it. You're not understanding what they trying to bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, we see a lot of the things that we see that we try to recognize in them is their appearance or their success or their submission. Those are like the three things that we recognize immediately as something that they bring to the table.
Right.
But sometimes there's other things that we don't recognize. There's sometimes a woman is trying to support you emotionally by constantly telling you what you could be. She's, you know what I'm saying? You believe in you speak into existence.
Women doing that though?
I would say
we talking about you can't. You can't talk about. So you're talking about these women. That's the minority.
It's not.
It is,
not,
bro.
I think that women see a lot of potential in the men that they date, and that's why they choose to date them. Listen, they got hundreds of people to choose from, and they choose you.
Yeah, they choose.
Do you got hundreds of women to choose from?
Me, no.
No. Do I? No, I don't either. But and a lot of dudes that's not famous don't.
All right.
But they do. They don't have to be famous. They don't have to be rich. They don't have to do none of that. They got just dudes lined up, ready, and they choose you. That's usually because there's something about you that they find that they can support. You know what I'm saying? You know, whether it be you just look like a nigga that needs somebody in your corner or something, you know, something along those lines. Like, it's like,
well, first of all, for me, bro, they out there, but I'll have to disagree and say that it's a minority of women. And if it's not a minority of women, then why are so many women quiet when men are getting called trash on the internet all day, every day? So much slander. Nobody care about the problems men have, and there's not many women speaking up. You know what I mean? So where they at? You letting. There's a lot of women in good relationships, right? And they men treating them right, and they happy in relationships, but they will still be on internet on social media all day.
The women in good relationships with good men are not on the internet calling men trash.
I know, but they're letting everybody else do it.
Of course. It's not they fight.
It ain't they fight.
It's not they fight.
It is when they end up back in the streets.
That's the streets. That's the streets,
and
man.
That's where everybody gonna end up, nigga. That's where a lot of motherfuckers end up.
A lot of the women that on the internet are miserable and single. So of course they on there slandering men all day long. The women who are in love and relationships, they're not gonna come to a man's rescue.
But where did they get their relationship from? The internet.
What?
If they're in a relationship, how do they get into that relationship? I'm pretty sure Instagram, bro.
That's not true.
The biggest
all the time, but some people know. Some people know.
Instagram is the biggest dating app. There's numbers behind it, bro.
Okay. Right, and so when a woman meets a man that treats her right, they leave all that shit behind. They leave all that men are trash shit behind. They realize that it's not a men thing. It's more of a who you kept choosing thing.
Who the men choosing?
No, who the women choosing. Like I said, the women on the internet, you know, bashing men all the time are single and miserable. Women who keep getting into relationships and getting disappointed. Right. And that's not a men problem. That's a you keep choosing these kind of men problem. It's like at the end of the day, you are what you attract. At the end of the day, if you had this record of trash men, it's not the men, it's you. You belong in that pool. That's the kind of men you attract. That's the kind of energy you keep around you, and that's why you keep finding yourself in that situation. The women who have good men are not on the internet calling men trash.
Okay, let me put it to you like this then. how many women have good men?
Who knows?
Not that many.
Why you say that? I need answers. You can't just make statements.
The
I need
same
answers.
reason why men are trash.
That doesn't make sense.
Bro, there's the average guy is not even getting in a relationship, bro. Average dudes, they can't even get in relationships.
Why?
Let me tell you, because women don't want them.
Who do they want?
They want men that their best offer, and that's a nigga that's above average all the time.
Okay.
So average niggas do get women. It's just they can't compete with, you know what I mean?
But one woman's
but look,
average is another
but look,
woman's is everything.
But bro, women outnumber us. We talking about a majority of women overlooking the average. You can't. I mean, you could disagree with that, but when you look at the numbers, when you see all these virgins in men numbers, bro, it's all numbers, bro. 'Cause I took it upon myself to actually look at the numbers, bro. 80% of men is not having sex, bro.
Okay.
Because they can't get women. Women are overlooking these dudes, right? So
Well, because
These
these
are the good
80% of
dudes.
men, these 80%. Okay, so there's another issue in the male community, right? Males suffer from a lot of mental health issues, regardless the color. Being a male, you suffer from a lot of mental health issues that women do not help support, right? And I think the most noticeable one to me is a lot of men feel entitled to a woman's bodies or entitled to a woman's actions. You know, you ever see a woman walk by and a male like grab her hand or something like that, like, "Hey, man, what's up?" Turn around. Oh,
Yeah,
you're not gonna talk. You know, that's a sense of entitlement, right? That's a sense of like you imagine a male grabbing your hand trying to turn you around. A gay male would never do some shit like that to you because he know what's gonna happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so men take advantage of that. Straight men take advantage of that because what a woman gonna do besides talk shit or possibly ignore you? Nothing. Ain't gonna do nothing. So that's like things like that. This overly senses of entitlement. That and then just a lot of men they're just not there socially. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame that on women.
no,
A lot of men just not there
can't.
socially.
But okay, you can't blame. But look, see, here's the problem. When I can't blame them for that. You can't blame them for not wanting these average niggas, right?
You want average bitch?
But no. Look, I'm just saying. Look, we can't blame them for that, right? But like I said, you don't want 80% of men. So guess what? You got a large group of women only wanting these certain type of niggas, and then how many of them are going to get him? Not many. Those guys. That's what I'm saying. How many of them are in good relationship? They're not. How many women can say they have a good man? They not, because all the dudes that they want is going to cheat on them with multiple girls because they on that level.
Well, there's tiers of men and there's tiers of women.
I know.
And everybody
And then,
has to date
they're-
until they're in
their
their tier.
tier. But I'm telling you, women won't do that until it's too late.
I would say you correct. I agree about that. Women. That's because women shoot for the stars first.
Yeah, they
just
shoot
like
for the
just
stars,
like
but
dudes
then when
do.
they lose, and then when you have these average niggas who now they starting to get older and older, and then they level up. Now the girls let them have access to him, but now he just want to run through them. So he's still not a good dude. Like I'm saying, there's not that many women with good men. That's what I'm trying to say, and it's by choice.
On their part.
Like you said, they choose the dudes they get with.
Okay. Yeah.
Women, I feel like women deal with a whole bunch of bullshit in relationships. They're not in good relationships. A lot of women aren't in good relationships. And then they stay in those relationships. I'd rather deal with bullshit with this nigga than to go deal with the same bullshit with somebody else. Instead of taking that average nigga, I feel like more women, this is how I feel like women should stop overlooking the good guys. Because you know they out here. The good guys. The guys that get overlooked. Those are the good guys. Now you right, it's not they fault for not wanting them niggas, but why not find one that you're attracted to? Oh, you fit the mold of what I'm attracted to. And like you said, there's a whole bunch of women, you just hyping all these women up about how they can do this and how they can offer that, how they can do this, right? Why don't they get with the average nigga that they're attracted to and boss his ass up into the same nigga that you saying they there to do it for? But not just any nigga. Obviously, that nigga gotta have ambition. He gotta have his own. At least, if you could be a 40K a year, but at least you got ambition and goals. You want to be a better person. You would accept the ideas that a woman have, right?
Possibly.
So I'm just saying, it's like that don't happen. That don't happen.
I would say it happens less often, but that's because of the dynamic of the chemistry of men and women. It's not supposed to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? We are providers by nature. You know what I'm saying? We're providers by nature, so they're not looking to go out and find some dude that needs to be uplifted. Women provide that for sure, but a woman is looking for the most complete male she can find in her class or in her tier or above. You know, and to me, there's nothing wrong with. I think women have done a great job at understanding their value when it comes to themselves. Like, they understand that while they're in this certain age, then they have this certain look. They have all the say, so to speak. Like, you know, I don't have to put up with this. I don't have to deal with this. I'm not talking to this kind of person. This is what I want. And if you ain't this, that's that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, kick rocks. And sometimes they set these standards for, trash ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? They set these standards.
They set high standards, but get with somebody.
Is it high standards or is it they standards?
No, it's they standards, right? But I'm saying they're high standards, but if they obviously get involved with a dude, that means that dude met them, right? So how many girls got those same high standards that want the same guy?
You can't blame women for having high standards. In fact,
I know you. Look, I'm not.
You have to turn that same question around and ask, why don't men have higher standards for themselves?
Them niggas do need high standards, but the point I'm trying to make is women have high standards, and that's what I'm trying to say. Women have high standards. Majority of men do not meet those standards. Only a certain group of men meet those standards, and they all want that guy. So that guy now has, like you just said, it's so hard for dudes to get. We don't got as much options. So when a guy got all those options of all these women, all those women are not bringing to the women that got those standards. Those women aren't giving that shit back into the relationship.
You're saying that the women that want these higher class of men don't bring the same things to the table as the men. That they're asking for something that they can't provide back.
Yeah, not only that, I'm saying those women don't understand that they're competing for that man. Because you asked me about the double standard things.
Oh, okay.
Like, I feel like this people, so y'all not confused. This whole argument is still based under the context of the double standard. Remember that we started off with. So it's a double standard. But I'm saying that's where the double standard is. Like, these men,
women don't understand that they have to compete.
They competing for the small pool of the niggas that could provide a whole bunch of shit. So, and then that's why I'm saying it's not vice versa when it comes to double standard. It's like, I'm this high value. I work to get to this point. So at this point, I want you to help me with what I got going on. I don't want you to get in and talk about, oh, I got this going on. You could leave also. No, because I already got my life set. I already got my purpose. I already know what I want to do. I already know what type of family I want to lead. I want to lead the household, raise the kids, protect the kids. So it's like, whatever I do, as long as I'm providing all of this, it's never going to be no double standard. Because I'm going to be upfront about all the shit. If I'm be upfront about it, and then I do what I'm supposed to do, there's no double standard. It'll never be a double standard because you will already know your do's and don'ts. And I will respect you. I will give you that same respect and not do whatever your do's and don'ts are. But I feel like double standards can be avoided.
I wanna run it back to that statement you made about how women don't understand that they have to compete for this certain class of men that they're looking for. Because you're right, it's a small pool, right? It's a small pool. And you're right. I would agree to that. Women don't understand that they have to compete. I would say the majority of women don't. And then there are women who do. There are women who recognize that this is a highly sought after male. And there's going to be other women, a lot of other women, who want this same male.
Right.
So they go about the situation differently. Like, so, like, I'm gonna speak on, you know, I could attest to this just a little bit. You know, like the richest men in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So you got women who enter this tier, right? You got women who have the looks, and they enter this tier of a higher value man, and they instantly get jealous about everything,
Right.
you know, because they know. I think somewhere, and speaking, you know, realistically, when you know that your spot can be taken by somebody better, it makes you insecure about something. Like, if you know this man brought you up, you fine, you know, you fine, but you have nothing else to bring to the table. Whereas, you know, you got these other fine women that also like this man,
Mm-hmm.
but they own their own businesses and shit like that. You know, they have all these other things that you don't have.
Right.
I would say the average woman doesn't understand that. At that point, that's a competition. Men understand that. Men understand just because you got your girl don't mean you're going to keep her.
Right.
You have to do
we
things.
understand that. Yeah.
You have to do things to keep her interested.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that be the average things that they ask for males. Be, you know, thoughtful. Be, you know, be a hardworking man. Be elegant. You know, they want to be taught. You know, they want all these things, right?
Yeah.
Whereas you reverse the role, women get a man and they think, oh, you're supposed to just like me for me. And that's cool. But at the end of the day, what you doing for me that somebody else can't? They don't understand. To me, that's the part they don't understand.
Right.
That's the part they put us in a situation where we understand that. We understand that I have to be doing things for you that another man either can't do or would struggle doing or having consistencies doing. So these women, you know, with their personalities like that, like, they end up running this higher class of men away because it's you end up I feel like you end up devaluing yourself by showing your insecurities. You know what I'm saying? High value men are very confident men.
The insecurities.
Lack of self-confidence.
Right.
You know, to me, your when you insecure about the role or the spot you play in somebody's life,
Right.
that shows your lack of confidence. That shows that you're not confident, you know, in your spot.
That was interesting you saying that. Like, man, we understand this competition. We know, like, if it's a and that's crazy, bro. That's a good point that, nigga, we bring up, because I think, nigga, a lot of women need to hear that, bro. When it comes to women, we look at you, we see you. We know that it's 50 niggas in your Instagram DMs. We know it's another 30 in your Twitter DMs. We know it's another 100 on Facebook. So we know we in competition with other men to get you. But y'all think that the guys that you allow, because you have to allow, once a guy come at you, you're the one allowing him to talk to you. So once you talk to him,
Because in that
she don't see
case-
that as competition. She now sees it. Oh, he came to me. I don't have to compete for him because he came to me.
Which is correct. I would agree to that.
But
Why would you have to compete for a person that's pursuing you?
because he's pursuing you as another option, and a man is pursuing you for sex only, right?
No.
Do you? So you look at girls and be like, oh, I want to be her boyfriend, or I want a relationship with her. Or do
Me
you look at her
personally-
and be like, I want to hit that?
Personally,
Yeah.
both. For me personally, I look at women as they are, you know, it could be a potential sex partner or a potential actual partner, and that
Yeah, but-
and to me that depends on your personality traits.
Off first sight, nigga, as soon as you lay eyes on a girl you're attracted to, are you thinking, I want to get in a relationship with her, or are you thinking, I want to fuck?
They doing the same thing. The first attraction is appearance.
Yeah, the
and
first
that's
attraction
sexual.
is apparent. For men, it's sexual. Men are not looking at you thinking I want to be in a relationship with you. I feel like I'm not looking at girls saying, "Oh, I will wife her up." I'm gonna look at her like, okay, I sexually desire her.
But they do that same thing.
I feel like,
They do that same thing. You're saying off the rip, off GP, if a woman was to see an attractive male, the first thing she gonna think is, I like to fuck that nigga.
I like to fuck. That's my point. Not get in a relationship, not boyfriend girl. I'm not looking at you like I want to be in a relationship with you. I'm looking at you like I'm gonna pursue you sexually. That's why I'm saying to back it up, when a guy pursue a woman and she don't see that as competition, he's only pursuing. I'm saying he's pursuing her sex. Most of the time, that guy, let's not talk about you. Let's talk about majority of men so we can help them with dating. When the man pursues a girl, isn't it for sex? It's not for a relationship. I think that men are pursuing a woman for sex.
No, I think
I think that she will be just another option.
I think you're only talking about a certain class of men. I think you're only talking about the confident class of men. And I'm not talking about financially. I mean the confident class where there are a class of men who have had more than one sexual experience, or more than, I would say, 10 sexual experiences. Therefore, when you get into that tier, you start to think how you thinking. But there are also, I would say, there are more men who have had one or none, or maybe two or three. And so those men don't look at women and say, I just want to fucking pass. They don't have that confidence.
Yeah, they do.
They ready to fall in love with anybody that lets them in.
Right, but are they the ones pursuing? Like
yes,
you said,
those are typically the really consistent niggas that are DMing.
Right.
Guys with confidence don't do that.
Yeah.
Do you double text women in their DMs?
Hell no.
Why? Why not? So you won't double text them because you won't give them that satisfaction of thinking that you're desperate for them, right?
Yeah. I'm not validating the situation that I'm not getting validation in return. If it's feeling not mutual. Right.
But there are way less men like that than there are the other one. There are other men who will have a whole conversation by themselves for weeks.
Point, with the same frame of work you're using, right? If you're talking about the class, I'm talking about all the class of men that are sexually active.
Okay, yeah, then that's true.
If a guy's only got 1 or 0 to 1 bodies, he's not the one in pursuit of the woman.
But I would ask, right now, are we pursuing women in our age, guys our age? Are we pursuing women still for sexual purposes?
Yes. I feel
only
like a lot. I feel like there's still a lot of men that do what they do. See, we do what we do for us, but there is so many niggas who do what they do for pussy solely just to get women. There's a lot of guys who do that just to get women.
So then we have to start talking about specific tiers of men when it comes to that, because there's also different tiers of men when it comes to that. There are men like me who
all tiers want pussy. All men want pussy.
Want it, but at what cost?
Some guys, I mean, when it comes to standards, there's modifications for everything, but
so I'm saying this is a topic where you have to narrow down what we talking about, because I would say I'm not in that class of men where I seek women out for sexual purposes. But I do.
The sexual, that's how men connect with women. Men need sex to connect with women. Women need to be connected before sex.
I gotta disagree. I think that I think certain types of men seek women out who have potential. A lot of men don't seek boss women out. And that's one thing I want to talk about, A lot of men don't seek boss women out. Women become, they become bosses in their own right. They become bosses. I've met a few. I would say a lot of men find that intimidating when you are a very successful woman and you have no relationship history. Men find that intimidating because now we have to step our game up for you. And usually we put ourselves in a position where we get a woman who thinks that our current state is everything. So you never have to actually put in work to be yourself. But then when you meet women who are well above your either financial situation or your mental situation, you now have to become more than what you currently are. So it intimidates a lot of men. You understand what I'm saying? Like right now, if you met a woman who has 3 different businesses, let's say she got an income of $450,000 a year. Your life currently like it is right now. She has this overwhelming interest in you. Let's say she's smarter than you, more achieved than you. Everything about her life situation is better than yours. But for some fucking reason, she wants you. How do you attack that? What do you think about that? Have you been in that situation before?
I haven't been in that situation. Well,
have or have not?
I've been out earned before, but not by like 450. No, not.
I
not
mean, there is a clear difference.
But I don't think I would attack that, bro.
No, I'm saying, would you be intimidated by it or would you accept it?
If I was to be, I would accept it because I would expect her to, you feel me, help me get on that same level. You know what I mean? I not buy no freebie. Oh, you know what I mean? Like obviously you gonna put the work in, but I don't want her to, you know, I'm not finna get a little boy. I'm not finna.
But that's what comes with it. You know why? Because if you was the millionaire man and she was the one, you little girl her, you son her.
No, because she wants a provider. I don't want to provide. I want to be the man.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So when I talk about these boss women and then they go seek men, they have to understand that men are not seeking providers. You know what I'm saying? And so that's another reason why women with a lot of success date up, because they're still, you know, that man is a provider in some fashion. He has more than her, blah blah blah, right? Because a lot of niggas, they that's the argument. Oh, men will, you know, rich men will date broke women all day long, you know, but a rich woman would never date a broke man. That's because most men are not seeking providers, and the men who are, is just not socially accepted.
Facts.
So, and then for the boss women, they're left in these situations where they don't know which way to go.
I feel like,
you know, because they go right, they done made themselves a boss. Every boss wants to be treated like a boss. You know what I'm saying? When you a millionaire dude, you want your woman to recognize the work you put in to become who you are. And you want her to, I would say, submit to that. A boss woman wants the same fucking thing. They want a man to submit to the fact, look at what I did as a woman at that, you know?
I wouldn't submit to that, but I would appreciate it and I would accept the fact that you did what you got to do to get what you got. But I'm not submitting to the
because the average man not looking for a provider. So it's like before you do that, you'll go find another bitch before you start, you know, all hell this woman. You know what I'm saying? So I feel for them. I've been in situations where I've met women who have a lot more money than I do. I've met millionaire women. I've met women with multiple businesses. I personally find it intimidating. You can have a good time with them, which some of them I did. I went and we had a good time, you know. But as far as like a relationship thing, it just wouldn't work out because I'm not looking for a provider. I'm not looking for a woman who is going to court me around, you know, because that also comes with a certain level of submission. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think that's why I don't believe in 50-50.
Because what?
Everything you just said, bro, you can't be provider if you 50-50. You know what I mean? You gotta be seen as the provider
Okay, I'll agree.
and the leader of the family. And I feel like I'm saying, that's why anytime a woman out earn you or it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work if you're not ready as the man to be the
Be
submitter.
the submitter, yeah. And I feel like, yeah, I think that, like I was saying, I wanted to say that, you know, the high value women, they gotta understand that. I just want to throw out there, from, like you said, a boss woman, right? In order to be a boss, you need to be, you gotta have masculine traits. And I think that's also unattractive. And I think that's part of the, so not only are you intimidating, you're kind of unattractive because, like you said, there's only a type of man, there's only a certain type of dudes who's going to submit to that masculinity from a boss woman.
Are we gonna call?
Yeah, because if you the
Are we
boss,
gonna call boss traits masculine?
yeah, if she's a boss, masculine is just like the leader. You have to.
So you're associating leadership with masculinity?
The boss of a company not gonna take no shit. He's gonna fire you if you don't bullshit.
Okay, I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
You have to perform for a boss. You know what I mean? So, in order for her, if she's in that position and she's the boss, she's gonna have to portray. I'm not saying she's a masculine woman. She's gonna have masculine traits, like little in certain areas where she's gonna want control with certain things, and that's maybe why they're more successful women are single. Not because they intimidate people, but they also have masculine traits that could be unattractive to men.
To the kind of men that they're seeking.
Right, but then again, it's like her. If a woman got money, like that kind of money, there's only a small amount of men that got money like that too. So her dating pool is small.
Right.
And if she's still trying to date up, she's dating up and trying to get men above her
To submit and to
with her
recognize.
with her, but she got masculine energy kind of in certain areas. But that guy's not going to succumb.
That's
to
where I was at with this whole situation.
Yeah.
I agree. That's a problem right there. Let's take it down a notch and let's talk about women, just average women on their everyday life and what they seek out of men. I noticed that there is a long list of shit that we as men have to bring to a table past financial stability and emotional support. You know, I tell my women all the time that what women like to do is, even once they find a good man, they set new standards for what a good man is.
Right.
So say you got a girl that just came from a terrible relationship. You know, this man was abusive. This man was so many things that she say he was. And you don't know if that's true or not, but let's just take her at her word, right?
Mm-hmm.
She gets with you. And at the beginning, you the greatest, right? You the greatest. You don't do nothing that this ex-man does.
Yeah.
And so what happens is she forgets, not forget, but it's like that becomes her past and you become her new present. And so now she's going to set a new standard for what a good man is based off of you. Right. So now she's going to point out the bad things in you. Even though when you first got with her, there's all these good things, right? And you still the same man that you was when you first got with her. But now she know you, and she knows the things that she doesn't necessarily like about you, and she can depict them out. And now all of a sudden you've become a bad man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She set a new standard for what a bad man is.
Yeah.
And so now, even though you're the same guy she met, and you're actually great, she has now pulled out all the things that she don't like about you and has labeled you toxic. You know, not for her, bad. Like, you know, this is not the things that I want. These are the things that you need to fix.
Right.
Women on our level that we deal with on a day-to-day basis are trying to create the perfect man.
Yeah, they still trying to do that. Yeah.
They're trying to create the perfect man, and it's like it's not gonna happen.
It's not.
Men don't try to create the perfect woman. You know what I'm saying? And we seek women out by first physical attraction, and then probably I would say mental attraction, ego. What do you do for my mental? Do you make me feel good? You know?
Alright, do you keep me at peace type
Yeah.
shit?
Like, do you make me feel like I could trust you? To me, that's probably one of the most important things for me is trust. Like, do I feel like I could trust you? Even if I don't, do I feel like I could? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, to me, that's important because, like, you don't trust somebody, but you ain't really got shit. So, but like on our level, that's our biggest problem, and that's why relationships don't last. Is because we're on our level, the women that we deal with are constantly trying to perfect us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're such a great guy with this, this, and this, but you could use some work on this, this, and this. Even though that's not the same shit she complained with the last man.
Right.
The last man probably she didn't even notice the shit, so he never complained about it.
Right.
But with the good man, there's less shit to complain about.
But
so
more shit to.
There's what I'm saying is
because she knows since she giving her this, she want this. Like, oh,
yeah.
I know I can get this.
So
this,
let
and
me
this.
create a new list.
She got to rebargain. She
Yeah.
need that extra contract. That contract extension.
Yeah. So let me create a new list of shit that you currently don't do.
Yeah.
That I could ask for.
That I know that's what.
Right. And so when you don't get it, when she don't get it in her mind now, this new standard of men that she's used to it now.
Yeah,
so that's her new standard. Boom, this is what I want in a man. But now I want this, this, and this also. To me, I think my biggest fear in our generation is it's hard to keep a woman satisfied. Yeah. It's very hard. I mean, you could do it for a while but
and I feel that's something they need to recognize and change themselves, because like I've been in a situation where some like, oh, you don't ask me how my day going, oh, when I get in the, like, you don't address me, boo boo. So complaining about that shit, right? I go pick her up, shop in the car, I immediately get off my phone like, what's up, like, how's your day? She got an attitude. I'm just like, she got the attitude for it. She was complaining, oh, I don't ask her how she's doing. You know, she got in the car, asked her how she's doing, bro. Oh, you only did it because I told you to. Right? So it's like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. If I don't do it, then it's a problem. It's a new problem that I don't ask you how your day is. Okay, I'm asking how your day is. Oh, now I'm only doing it because you asked me to. And it's just like, they do that, bro. They'll create a situation, and then when a man try to fix that situation, you still the bad guy.
That's universal. I think every man could relate to that.
Yeah, but do they understand that that's the thing that they fucking
I
do?
think they understand that because they laugh about it.
They laugh about it?
They laugh about it.
That's some cold nigga shit, but hey, it's part of the problem, nigga.
Yeah, that's, I think everybody at this point with, these kind of conversations happening all the time, I think everybody at this point is in agreement that women are emotional beings.
Yeah.
So things like creating scenarios and shit, damned if you do, damned if you don't, are very prominent in our relationships. So everybody can relate to that.
Right.
Like, to me though, I think the biggest issue is how much work it takes to actually keep your woman. I feel like men are very low maintenance.
Low maintenance.
We don't require a lot to be kept. Now, I have met some men who seem like they require a lot of women. I've met men who say, my woman has to know how to cook. She has to have a cookbook.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She has to know how to feed me, and it has to be good. You know what I'm saying? And they also, these are usually the same men who say, I'll pay all the bills. I got no problem with that. I agree to that. She brings this, you bring that. I get that. But in our generation, how many women still have a cookbook? How many women even know how to cook?
Not too many.
I would say it's not a lot. You meet some here and there, but it's not a lot. Me personally, I don't require women to know how to cook. I would say I'm very low maintenance on what I require. I think I require the very basics. Loyalty. I require loyalty, and I require security. And by that, I mean, like, you have to make me feel like I'm the only one. And the second I stop feeling like I'm all you see is when you lose me.
Right.
I found that, just through my experience, it seems as though our generation of women always see that the grass is greener on the other side. They always think that the grass is greener.
Yeah.
A shiny new man, a new job, new routine, new dick. And I think that's what they think. And so everything is new, so it has a chance to be better than what I got. Even if everything you got right now is great, they don't recognize it. They no longer think about that. They don't think about how great they got it already because they've had it for so long. It's just boring.
It's boring. It became too normal for them.
Yeah, it's normal. So now they only see the bad things in it.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if it's great, in reality, they only see the bad things in it. So, the grass looks greener. And so it's just easier for them to move on. It's easy for work bae to, they spend a lot of, in our lives, you spend a lot of time at work. So, why they got the end of the day with you, they got the whole day with work bae. And, work bae. You know what I'm saying? Work bae. All you get to do is,
sitting all in her face all day.
All day, every day, telling her she's beautiful, buying her lunch, asking her about her day. What are you doing on the weekends? It ain't nothing but emotional attention. That's what they need. That's what they want.
That's one of the key
right. And
that's nigga to cracking.
It ain't nothing but emotional attention all day, every day. And then she gotta come on to you, and someday y'all might have a good day. Sometimes you might argue. Then the arguments outweigh the good days. Then boom, next thing you know, work bae in there.
Hey, cold. That's some cold shit, nigga. Like,
and that's I've also met and there are a lot of men who are afraid of that, so they don't want their woman working.
They don't want their girl working. Yeah. Or working at certain jobs and shit like that. That's because they know, man. They know it's that's good. That just goes back to, we know that we in competition. Even after we got her, like, we still in competition
every day.
But I mean, in the same sense, I think women, just like, we could lose our girl that way to the work bae, right? Women need to understand that they can lose their man the same way, because men, we don't need that emotional crack. We don't need no emotional. We can just go do it just to do it, just off the rip. Nigga, I want a new piece of ass. I'm finna go get some. So girls gotta.
But do we leave off that?
No, but I just want them to know that, you know what I mean, competition. Yo dude could be doing the same shit. It could be. It's not hard.
So you go get some new ass, right? What do you do after that?
Let's go back home.
You go back home,
Go
right?
back to the crib.
And you don't say shit, huh?
I don't say nothing.
So cheating different.
But when she's doing it, because like I said, work bae in her, you don't know that either. She going home and not saying nothing either. You know what I mean?
I'm asking, is cheating different?
Cheating, for me, yeah, hell yeah.
She gonna leave you when she cheat, and you gonna stay when
different.
you cheat.
Once a woman steps out sexually, she's already looking to upgrade you, bro. Like, you already lost. There's no recovering from that. And I don't think a woman that cheat on the man, she have respect for her. And if you cheat on a man, or if you cheat on a man, you don't respect him. And if you don't respect him, the relationship is already over. It's dead. It's dead. It'll never work. Even if you don't cheat. Even if you lose respect for your man and don't cheat on him, it's still, yeah, that relationship would never work. So I feel like cheating, yeah, is different because a man, we not looking to replace you. We just looking to fill a void.
Have a new sexual
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Does that mean that your woman's sexual experience is trash? If you want a new sexual experience with a new woman, does that mean that your woman's sexual experience is no good?
Mm-mm.
Okay. What do you think about that? Elaborate on that.
They just men like variety. Men like all shapes and sizes and tastes and colors, and we want the variety. A woman, she's not looking for a variety of sexual. That's something that hit different. You know what I mean? Because like I said earlier, women need to feel connected to you before she has sex with you. She not just finna I'm just giving.
Let's say the average.
The average.
The average woman.
What about the average woman?
Needs to feel connected because some women, they don't need to feel connected.
Yeah. It depends. I feel like majority of women are average.
No, I just want to clarify, because you just need to clarify for people who you just need to clarify for. We're talking about
y'all motherfuckers, man. Y'all goddamn
because when you say all women or y'all women, a lot of people will think you really talking about all women. So you have to say you generalizing.
The six women who don't need to be connected. Like if I'm talking about 100 people, I'm not gonna change the rule for those few.
Right. But sometimes
exception to the rule don't make the rule, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I get it. I just throwing it out there.
Yeah. I just you know what I mean. When men step out and get it, it's just to get it. We want that variety. A woman, I don't feel like women want variety. I feel like they want like the.
I think there are. So I'm gonna make this argument. I feel like maybe we are sadly mistaken in that women haven't voiced their opinion on that, because if they do, they will be called hoes. As of late, I have run into more women who have voiced the opinion of wanting threesomes with dudes.
With two dudes?
Yeah.
The fuck?
And so we've had this dialogue, right? We had dialogue, and they would say there are more women who want that than you think. It's just that if you voice it, you are now looked at in a different light. Whereas if a man says he wants two women, you're supposed to just accept it.
They don't even accept that though.
I agree. I mean, I call like bullshit
it's
because
it's normal for men to say, but it's not. I don't think people agree to that. Or more accepting that we think that way, or what I mean?
I call bullshit because a lot of women think it's nasty to have sex with multiple men at one time. Or I wouldn't say they think it's nasty. It's just they think, they just don't think too highly of it.
All right. Sex is more normal to me now. I feel like it's more normal. Like the women with they started in high school, bro. Now,
well, the times have changed.
Times changed, so that's what I'm saying. My thoughts of sex is different, so I wouldn't call a woman a hoe.
Right, and what's
for
crazy?
For me, what a hoe is a woman. Like, let's say a girl smash me, you, and then the homie. That's a hoe, cause you smashing a social circle.
Okay.
To me, that I changed my category. That I changed my definition. A hoe is a woman who have sex with one social circle. Or a group of men where everybody have ties and affiliations.
What if
not a woman
she found every male in that circle attractive?
I mean, she can do that, but
have you smashed a social circle? Okay, let's just say, what if you did? Is that okay for you to do? Does that make you a hoe if you smash a social circle?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make you a hoe.
It's in my
And that's
DNA.
a
It's
double
in my
standard
DNA.
that's
It's
one of the
not-
double standards, right? That's one of the double standards that we're talking about. Is that, you know, some things that,
I want to say that's a double standard because men and women are different.
right?
We attracted to different things. Like if I do it, women are attracted to that.
You think women are attracted
Women
to
are attracted to men who can attract other women. Yes, I feel like that. Women like a guy. If this guy is sought after by a lot of females, like I feel like women, what is it about this guy? Why I feel like she's drawn to that. Whereas if a woman have all these guys coming in and out, she's not valuable. She loses it. You know what I mean? Who wants to wife that type shit? But women accept it. The thing is, the difference is, I feel like it can't even be. Women allow it. Men don't allow it. So it can't be a double standard if one side is allowing it. You know what I mean? Now, if women didn't allow that shit and men didn't allow that shit, I feel like it'd be a double standard if one of the parties do it. But women allow niggas to have sex with multiple women, and she'll still want that dude. A dude, he'll just fuck you, but he never want to take you serious.
right? But we hold different values in that. You know, I feel like as a man, you wouldn't prefer a woman who everybody had already, because there's a certain level of there's like an ego thing that goes with that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want another man to have experienced your woman.
Yeah.
Especially if you know that man, it's just not ideal. Whereas women, I don't know what they think about that. That's one question I ain't never
a
really.
woman would get in a relationship with a man who smashed her ex-bestie.
Well, they do that all the time.
Exactly.
But
So
I don't know what they think about it, though.
They
I
allow
don't know what they think about it. I don't know what they think about it. Like, I see, for the right price, I see women do some crazy things.
For the right price. Exactly.
That's another thing that could be talked about is women can be bought. The average man cannot be bought.
Yeah.
And what I mean by bought is women put a price on themselves, whether that be money, emotional tie, sexual tie, fetish, whatever. They put a price on themselves. Oh, you 6'6"? Oh, okay. And she gonna let him get away with just about anything you want to get, just cause he's 6'6". Oh, you a millionaire? Okay. And she gonna let him get away with whatever, just cause he a millionaire. And it don't even have to be that extreme.
Right.
Oh, you knocked a couple niggas out? People scared of you? She gonna allow herself to get dogged out.
All right.
Because she attracted to whatever that is. So whatever it is, women put a price on shit. And if you meet that price,
And I feel
they'll
like
become people, they become a person that they don't even recognize. Men don't do that. Men do it with looks. Men bend over backwards for women with looks. That's the price. How fat is that ass?
Yeah, how good the guts is.
Yeah.
Because when the guts is good, nigga, that's when the woman, she start getting control of that woman,
Yeah.
nigga.
That's a man's price. Is how good do you look? It ain't got shit to do with your money. It ain't got shit to do with none of that. How good do you look?
And is he gonna get stuck in the matrix?
Ay, don't waste my time. Get to the point. It's my joint. Gotta go hard. Play this far, go put up points.